Hey you guys. So, okay. I know coming out stories was kind of 2014 and 2015, but this isn't just like a coming out video. I'm going to explain how I kind of noticed that I liked girls. So let me explain. My freshman year, a lot of people asked me if I was bi or lesbian because I would go around and, pretty much all the girls except the more popular girls because they didn't like me anyways and I didn't like them. So, pretty much anyone who wasn't the popular girls, I would go up to and I would just kind of flirt with them. Not like flirt, like it wasn't meaningful flirt, like it didn't mean anything, I didn't mean anything by it. It was just kind of like, you know, you go up to someone and you say a lame pickup line. Or I would call people beautiful all the time. And generally that's something that I did because I thought it was a nice thing to do. But then a lot of people started asking me if I was lesbian or if I was bisexual, and I was like, no. Pretty much, it was earlier last year. Yeah, wait, no, it was late last year. Was it? So basically, during the school year, I had gone to a My Digital Escape concert. Well, it wasn't really a concert, it was basically, if you didn't know who My Digital Escape was, they broke up after their tour, but pretty much it was a bunch of YouTubers that collabed and did a bunch of weird emo-like YouTube videos. And I went to one of their tour venues, and I went alone because I didn't have no one, and because I didn't have the money to take no one. So I was by myself, and because I was by myself, I was kind of in this strange mood, and I had been thinking about it a little while before because I had just recently been asked a question that I've been asked my whole freshman year, which was, am I gay? And I had been thinking about it, and I was like, I don't know, I don't think I could, I was trying to convince myself that I wasn't. So I was at this concert and I was kind of down because I was alone, and then I started getting a little bit anxious and having anxiety attacks because when you're alone in a room with people you don't know and they're all screaming and you don't know how to deal with it and you don't know anyone there, it's a little bit, gives me a little bit of a heart attack. Anyways, so standing in the way back, just watching the people on the stage do their thing. Most of them were singing, so I was standing in the back of the room, and I saw in the corner of the room there was a cute lesbian couple. I'm assuming they were lesbian, bisexual, whatever. I didn't know them. But I saw one on the stage. One of the people was singing a slow song, and I noticed that they were kind of dancing to it, and I was just kind of observing it and being a creeper from far away. So, pretty much, I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. I wish I had that. And then I was like, do I wish I had that? Do I wish I had a girl that I was there with? So then, pretty much, I had all these questions in my head, and I was questioning my sexuality, and I didn't know what to do. So my solution to this was, okay, well, I'll go on some app and I'll talk to a girl who likes girls. I'll talk to a lesbian or a bisexual girl, and I'll see how I feel about it. So I got on this app called Meow Chat, and I met a few people on there, and I started talking to girls, and basically, I had into a girl on Meow Chat, and we had talked for a while, and I kind of flirted with her just to see kind of how I would feel about it and how it was going with it, and I did all my research about all the sexualities and stuff just to kind of figure out who I was, and I still don't quite know who I am. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know, but I'm not 100%. But this girl, we talked for a while, and then eventually I did ask her out, and she was like, yeah, I'll be your girlfriend. She broke up with me after one day because of distance. But basically, I kind of realized that maybe I was rejecting something in my brain, trying to put it aside, and I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have tried to reject it. I should have accepted it. But you know, things happen. I happen. My brain happens. Basically, I wanted to keep talking to girls. I wanted to see how I felt, and I started talking to a guy as well, because I have throughout my whole life only engaged with guys, only talked and flirted and dated guys. So I never really, so I was trying to balance the two to figure out, well, maybe I'm bisexual, maybe I'm pansexual, maybe I'm just lesbian, I don't know. So I started talking to a guy, and that went on for a few months. Then we kind of just stopped talking, and it just kind of didn't work out. So after that, I started talking to girls again, and I came across another girl, and we dated for quite a while. I mean, not that long. We dated for about a month and a half, I think, I want to say. Basically, it was the same thing. It was the distance, and then, you know, there was some other stuff that was going on, and we got into a fight, and it didn't end too great. So then I had been on Meow Chat for a while, and I wasn't really looking for a relationship, and I basically had lost all motivation for any relationships. So I was just kind of meh, and I was just scrolling through people, and you know, most people who sent me requests, I would look at their profile, and even though there would be some things that I would like about their profile, I would discard it. But then there was a request to chat, and I don't know what it was, but I checked out her profile, and it was pretty much the same thing. I was like, I don't really know if I want to talk to her. I don't know if, you know. But, you know, I decided, why not? So I said, hey. And we had talked for about a day, and then we kind of stopped talking for a really short while, and then she messaged me one day when my family was here and we were all hanging out, and she messaged me, and so then we started talking, and we talked the rest of the day, and we talked till really late at night, and then she's like, hey, can I give you my phone number? And I was like, yeah, sure, you can give me your phone number. And then, so then she was like, can you call me tonight? And I was like, yeah, I can call you tonight. And basically I stayed on the phone with her till really, really late. But basically what had happened is that we made a connection on the phone, which sounds weird, but it did. We made a phone connection. No, not what I meant. We connected through conversation on the phone, and we just kind of hit it off, and then later that night I ended up asking her to be my girlfriend because we had both stated that we kind of were liking each other, and you know, so we ended up getting together, and I am still currently with her, and she's such an angel. But basically I had been with her for 3 days. No one in my family, 2 people in my family knew that I was questioning my sexuality and that I was talking to girls and dating girls, and that would be my brother and my sister. And basically, they were cool with it. I told them I'm probably bisexual. I don't know yet. Just kind of let me know. And they were like, "Oh, that's fine. We don't care. Whatever makes you happy." I didn't want to tell my parents yet because I was kind of scared how they would react. Not really scared because I knew that they wouldn't really care. I didn't want to tell them how I was meeting the people I was talking to, because the whole, when you tell your parent that you're talking to strangers on the internet when your parents have been telling you since you were like 1 not to talk to strangers, it's kind of a scary thing. It scared me, so I didn't really want to tell them that it wasn't the whole telling them that I was lesbian or gay or, whatever you want to call me. It was basically just telling them how I was meeting people and how I was trying to figure out who I was. And, basically what happened, how they found out, was I was talking on the phone with my girlfriend, and it was really late, and my mom had came out, and she opened my door, and she had asked who I was talking to, and I didn't know what to say, so I was like, I've been talking to a friend from school. And she's like, "Who's your friend?" And I was like, I stuttered a lot, and my mom could tell right away that I was lying, so she's like, "I'm checking your phone in the morning," which she ended up checking my phone in the morning, and there was some drama going on the next morning because I said things that I probably shouldn't have, but it was just because I was freaking out because I didn't know what they were going to react to. I know they wouldn't care about my sexuality. I was just scared that they wouldn't accept how I met the person that I was with. And I was scared that I wasn't going to be able to talk to them anymore. So that scared me, and that's why I said a bunch of things that I shouldn't have said. But regardless of that, we kind of made up. I mean, there's still some static, but we cleared up. My parents, they don't really care about my sexuality. So, to get actually on the basis of my sexuality, I'm not 100, I am 97.9999% sure that I'm just full-on lesbian, because I don't know, talking to girls is so much easier and it's so much comfortable for me, and I just feel like it's much easier for me. And basically pretty sure, I mean, sometimes I still question it. I'm like, well, blah 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 blah. And the main thing with my parents is how do you know you are if you haven't tried anything with anyone? And that is true. I have never kissed, I'm not gonna say never, because I have kissed a girl on a dare before, but it wasn't like a kiss, and it was back in 8th grade, and I was like, nope, not touching my lips, ain't no one touching my lips, because I had actually not had my first kiss yet. So, yeah, pretty sure I'm just lesbian. You can just call me lesbian. Why not? The video with is, if you find yourself not comfortable in a relationship, or you're not comfortable with who you're with, or you don't know who you are, just, take some time, try to figure out yourself. If you're not comfortable in a relationship, get out of it. If you do like the same sex, or whatever you like, whoever you love, just make sure that you're comfortable with who you are. Because for the longest time, I was not comfortable with who I was, and I tried to make excuses for myself, like, no, I would never, that's gross. But, somewhere in the back of my mind, it was like, I don't know, maybe. But I tried to push that away, and I tried to reject myself as a whole, and I tried to ignore my mind because that's who I am. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I hope that you guys learned something from this or enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, hit the like button. And if you want to hear more, or you like these kind of story things, let me know in the comments. Subscribe, and I will probably see you later. Bye.